Welcome, everybody, to our final event of the 2020 Chorus America Virtual Conference. I'm Brian Newhouse, Board Chair of Chorus America, and it's my bittersweet pleasure to bring us now into the home stretch. This past week, we have learned from experts across the field. We've talked about what's ahead in this art form that we love so much, choral music. We've challenged ourselves to think more inclusively. We've talked about programming, marketing, fundraising, community engagement, so much else. We've visited with sponsors and chatted with composers and our peers in the field. And we've talked to friends that we so wish we could have been physically together. And we've also made some new ones. Some takeaways for me, of course, like everybody, I wasn't able to get to everything. And I'm so glad that everything is going to be archived until June 30th. I've already got my queue of stuff I missed. But some of the thought leaders like Nina Simon, Ahmed Anseldua, Jane Ramsay Miller, they really put my thinking towards this moment of in need of opportunity in this era that we're in right now. Jeffrey Redding was so inspirational, so motivating around creating the environment and motivating young singers. And then this morning, listening to four choral leaders, Andre Thomas, David Moreau, Anthony Teresa King, and Joyce Garrett, tell about their stories of being leaders and African-American leaders in our field, what their history has been, their first-person experiences. That is a talk I'm going to be watching again and again and again, because I know I have so much to learn. And on behalf of the board of Chorus America, I want to assure you that we as an organization are staying curious, staying vulnerable, staying open to these very powerful stories and how they can and have to change us in the field. The great thing about this field is that the conversations don't stop. And this isn't really where the conference ends. It's the starting point for more connection in the year ahead. All the plenary and breakout sessions, as I mentioned, they're going to be on the replay page until June 30th. And like I said, you can join me there. I'll see you there. I'm going to be watching a lot of it this weekend. But I'm also really, really thrilled to share information with you about Chorus America's conference next year. It is in a place that's near and dear to my heart, which is here in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Mark your calendars. Starts on June 16th. Goes through June 19th, 2021. We've already got some of it roughed together. It's a long way to go, of course, but it will be an event that you don't want to miss. The Twin Cities in particular, Minnesota in general, the upper Midwest also, huge hotbed for choral music, and we're thrilled to welcome you in. So again, June 16th through the 19th in 2021. I also want to thank the Chorus America staff. They were determined to bring us all together now more than ever. Whatever it took, the entire Chorus America team worked tirelessly to create this virtual convening, all the while shifting and adding content as the environment changed so rapidly in the past 3 months, in the past 3 weeks. I want to say a special thank you to She Who Walks on Water. Her name is Christy McKinney, okay? Christy McKinney. If you have her email address, drop her a note and just say thanks for doing whatever you did. You don't even need to know what she did, but she really has pulled multiple rabbits out of multiple hats many days in a row. And she's still got a smile on her face. How she does it. I'll have what she's drinking. Also want to shout out to Karen Castro, the calm woman at the controls for so many of the complicated Zoom broadcasts all week long. Casey Cook as well has been a wonderful hand on all of the technology here. We could not have done it without these folks and their colleagues in the Chorus America staff. Please join me in thanking them. I'm now pleased to introduce our sponsor, Berkshire Choral International, and their president, Steve Smith.
Hello again, friends. I'm Steve Smith, president of Berkshire Choral International. Thank you to everyone at Chorus America for this week's conference. We've been honored to be a sponsor. Here at BCI, our passion is creating experiences for lifelong choral singing. We stand in solidarity with everyone in our field who's listening, learning, and committing to make our singing communities more equitable and fully inclusive. I know that we can harness the power of our voices to create change. Thank you for all the work you do, and be well.
Today, we're celebrating Juneteenth, or Jubilee Day. It's a day of celebration for the end of legal slavery in the U.S., honored each year since 1865. What better way to honor this occasion than to sing songs of social justice together? And I'm excited to introduce our family sing leaders, Alicia Lee and Philip Schultz. Alicia is the founder and artistic director of the Sister Cities Girl Choir, a Kennedy Center citizens artist, and the education program supervisor for the Fine Arts Office for the Maryland State Department of Education. Philip Schultz is associate conductor and director of learning and engagement for Vocal Lessons. Philip founded Vocal Lessons Singers of This Age, a group of 50 young performers from the Twin Cities. We've had a nice association with SOTA, as they are known at Minnesota Public Radio, and have been so appreciative of the vision and the execution of Philip and the entire Vocal Lessons team to bring this into light. At the beginning of the pandemic, Take 5 with GPS was another creation of Philip Schultz that we've all enjoyed, his daily live stream series. So Alicia and Philip are going to lead us in song and tell us how to keep singing throughout this weekend as we continue to lift our voices. Join me in welcoming these two phenomenal musicians and people, Alicia and Philip.
It's important for us to also understand that the phrase Black Lives Matter simply refers to the notion that there is a specific vulnerability for African Americans that needs to be addressed. It is not to suggest that other lives don't matter. It is to suggest that other folks aren't experiencing this same vulnerability. President Barack Obama. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing out there, Chorus America? Woo! We're gonna sing a little Lift Our Voice. Thank you, Stefan, for that message to remind us that we can't be silent. We need all of us right now. So a little Justice Choir songbook. Shout out to our friends there, Abby Martinez, Ahmed, Tesla, and crew for the Justice Choir songbook. If you don't know it, listen one time, and then I'll invite you to sing with me. When I lift my voice, let it be in song, a defiant note in the face of wrong. I won't stand alone, we'll stand side by side, cause we know that love is always justified. When they try to divide us, it will only unite us. I lift my voice. Isn't that a great tune? A great word. So I'm going to stop the piano for a second here and teach you or invite you to a little bit of sign language to add some action to it. And Alicia's in her home, and once we get going, she's going to pick up some of the sign language and just go with us. You know why we're not singing at the same time. We're singing in the spirit together, but we don't want to introduce that lag this early in the program. So it's very simple. I'll sing it slowly. When I lift my voice, let it be in song, a defiant note in the face of wrong. I won't stand alone, we'll stand side by side, cause we know that love is always justified. And you gotta shake your head or put some kind of pose on there from love is always justified. And here's the best part of the song. When they try to divide us, it will only unite us. I lift my voice. So if you can do all of that language, great. If not, just do what you can and sing along with me here. Let's get those words again. Shout out to Casey behind the scenes for running the tech side. Here we go. When I lift my voice, let it be in song, a defiant note in the face of wrong. I won't stand alone, but stand side by side. try to divide us, it will only unite us. I lift my voice. So let's take it up a step now for the second verse. Lift our key with our voices. Put your hands together if you just want to clap on the off beat. It's 2 and 4. Here we go. When I lift my voice, let it be for good. Let me care as much as I know I should. I won't stand alone, we'll stand side by side. Cause we know that love is always justified. When they try to divide us, it will only unite us. I lift my voice. Oh, it is so good to be in the house with you today, Chorus America family. This has been an amazing conference. Yes, I miss seeing all of you all having a Shirley Temple while we're having our beverages after the fact, because that's usually my beverage of choice at these things.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was just your family sing version.
No, I don't know. Something happened when Michelle got pregnant with our second child, Lydia Grace. I stopped drinking in solidarity with her, and I haven't gone back. But this pandemic, both the coronavirus pandemic and the racism pandemic have also almost made me go back. I'm not there yet. I'm encouraged. I'm optimistic. But you know what I was going to get at was I just missed that socializing. But I took in so much this week. At 11 p.m., I could sit in my PJs in my room, and I could be inspired by words from people that I admire, that I've looked up to. So Catherine, Christy, Elizabeth, Mike, the whole team. Catherine, I'm just going to leave out some names, so I'm going to stop. Thank you for moving on the dime, being nimble, and giving us this platform. So what I want to say before I invite my friend Alicia to take it for the next portion is that this is what people call a virtual platform, and I have things about that word. What I want to share to you is that we are very real people, right? We are very real people, and we are engaging in real ways, and we really are singing together. So even though we can't hear each other at the same time, I feel the energy. I've got my other laptop over here. I know who's watching. I can see your comments. This is a community sing. Let's lift our voices and make our neighbors wonder what's going on where we are. Alicia, why don't you take us to the next section? Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Philip, and good to see everybody out there. I know that there's lots of my friends that have joined me from Maryland and New Jersey and Baltimore. So I just want to say hi. I know my mom is watching and my brother Brandon. And so I'm so excited to start this sing-along first with a song from the Justice Choir Songbook, which is at Sister Cities. One of our favorite books is the Justice Choir Songbook. So this song is called Another World is Possible. And I found this week through a second new songbook that was put out by the Poor People's Coalition, a verse 2 to this song. So we're going to sing both verses, and I'm really excited about it. Here we go. Doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be like this. Let's do it 4 more times. It doesn't have to be like this. Things can change. It doesn't have to be like this. No, it doesn't have to be like this. Okay, it doesn't have to be like this. Why not? Because today another world is possible. I'm here to tell you today another world is possible. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. No, 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 no. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be. I'm here to tell you today another world is possible. possible. If you think about it today, another world is possible. They didn't know that we were seeds. 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 Rock with me if you can. We're here. Rock with me. Though they try to bury us, I'm here to tell you, we're here, we're here. Though they try to bury us, it doesn't have to be like this. I want you to think about, it doesn't have to be like this. All the things you learned this week, it doesn't have to be like this. The things you want to carry with you into next week, into next month, into next year. From all the thinking that you were able to do, all the exchanges this week, what are we going to take with us back to the world, back to our communities, back to the world? I'm here to tell you today, peace of mind is possible. You can take that back to your community. Today, joy and love is possible. Think about what you want. Today, fear elimination is possible. It's possible. Today, equity and justice is possible. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like this. We can be the change we want to see in the world. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be. All right, that was so fun. I loved it. And I'm hoping that you were singing along. I know that you were. I can feel you. The next song I'm going to sing is a song that I wrote last week. I took a songwriting class with my friend Ann Dugan from Sister Cities Girl Choir. We took a songwriting class led by Moira Smiley, who's many of our favorite, a lot of us favorite song leader. And she invited us to write a song, and so I did. I wrote a song, and I'm going to share it with you guys today. Just setting up my tracks here. And the song is called Say Her Name, right? So we're going to say the names, during the song, we're going to say the names of women who have been murdered through police brutality. We're going to say the names of 8 women who have lost their lives. And so that moment will be a moment, hopefully that one that we will not forget, a moment that we stood in our homes and over the internet, united around uplifting these women's names and voices, because we cannot let them be forgotten. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. She cannot be forgotten by us. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Let's do it again. Say her name. Say her name, say her name. She cannot be forgotten by us. Say her name. Say her name, say her name. Say her name. Put her name in the air. 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 Say her name. Do it with me. Put her name in the air. 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 Say her name. First part, and say her name. Say her name. Say her name. She cannot be forgotten by us. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Put her name in the air. 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 Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Sandra Bland. Corinne Gaines. Dominique Sells. And say her name. Say her name. Say her name. She cannot be forgotten by us. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Put her name in the air. 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 Say her name. Atiana Jefferson. Raya Milton. Eleanor Bumpers. Alberta Sprunell. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. She cannot be forgotten by us. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name.
People don't realize what's going on in this country. There are a lot of things going on that are just unjust. Things people aren't being held accountable for. And that's something that needs to change. That's something that this country stands for. Freedom, liberty, and justice for all. Colin Kaepernick.
Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Alicia, for putting that into the space that we've got to say her name, say all the names. Remember all of the individuals whose lives have been stripped away so brutally, so inappropriately. So it's time for us to do as Teddy Pendergrass said, and John Legend comment, to wake up. So if you don't know this song, you'll catch it. It's an AAB form. Verse, refrain. Let's begin with this first though. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Sing that with me. Here we go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. That's okay, Casey. You'll get used to me. Spontaneous. One more time. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. This is a call to action. One more time. Harmonize if you want to. Wake up, everybody. Wake up now. Now, here we go. First verse. And wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world's changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war, and poverty. Stay with that slide. Teachers, wake up, all the teachers. Time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. 'Cause they're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. So when you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. Oh, his refrain, the world won't get no Sorry about those slides there. There's a lot of slides being inputted. I think it's right from here on. Doctors, wake up, all the doctors, make the old people well. Maybe then they'll listen to cover all the hell, but they don't have so very long before the judgment day. So won't you make them happy before they pass away? Here's the important one now. Wake up, all the builders. Time to build a new land. I know we can do it if we all lend a hand. The only thing we have to do is to put it in our minds. Surely things will work out. They do every time. Oh, you know what's coming. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, yeah, just you and me. Now we end like we began. Call to action. Sing it loud and proud. Here we go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Two more times. Harmonize. Here we go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up now. One more time. Make it go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Yeah, those of you who know me, you know I consider myself to be a functional pianist. I just play out of necessity. I'm not gifted like some of you all out there. But you know what? This space gives us a chance to share our gifts in the moment and to be available to each other. So I encourage all of you to do more and give more than you normally would, because especially in these days, it's going to be appreciated by those who are the beneficiaries of the gifts that you offer. And it is time for us all to wake up. You know, I'm still moved by, because I saw the words of Alicia's song as we exchanged our set list and worked out the coordination, but I had not heard it before. And I'm still moved by saying her name and putting that name into the air. And it reminds me of each and every morning we have an opportunity to wake up with our minds on something important. We can have our minds stayed on freedom. We can have our minds stayed on healing, radical healing, reconciliation. We can have our minds stayed on justice. We can have our minds stayed on love. And there's an old song, a traditional song that everyone out there should know if you don't know it. Say, I want to have you learn it with me here. If you do know it, good to go. If you don't, you're going to catch on real fast. We're learning by the oral tradition from our hearts to our minds here. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. You know, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Now I want you to either pat your leg. We're going to do that verse again, Casey. Pat your leg or clap your hands. You can do a 1 and a 2. This is all appropriate. You can also go body percussion, which we're going to do later, and create your own percussion here. Now, this is call and response. You can sing with me at the beginning. Woke up this morning with my mind. Or you can just come in here. Stayed on freedom. You know, I woke up this morning with my mind. And then harmonize. Stayed on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind. Stayed on freedom. Together, hallelujah. 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 You got it now. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on justice. You know, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on justice. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on justice. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on healing. You know, I woke up this morning with my mind. Hug yourself. Stayed on healing. I woke up this morning with my mind. Stayed on healing. Hallelujah. 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 Now follow me. Here we go. Walk, 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 walk. Keep your mind on freedom. Walk, 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 walk. Keep your mind on freedom. Hallelujah. 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 Here we go. Talk, 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 talk. Keep your mind on justice. Talk, 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 talk. Keep your mind on justice. Hallelujah. 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 All right, folks, y'all keep singing out there.
Struggle is a never-ending process. Freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation. Coretta Scott King.
I'm ready. I see that I was muted, so you missed all those wonderful things I was saying. So, Philip, you did a great job. I was walking and talking with my mind, stayed on freedom, that I forgot to unmute. That's how I was so in it. So, hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm going to perform 2 songs. We're going to sing together. And the first song is a song written by Marvin Gaye and Ivy Winters. And we're going to take a little, and William Stevenson. Let's not leave him out. Sorry there, Mr. Stevenson. We're going to take a little liberties, and you'll hear what we're doing in a second. So I have my trusty phone with me, and I thought, how fun would it be in preparing for this if I just use my phone, right? So I'm using just GarageBand and a finger, and we're going to see how we do. Good luck. Good luck to us. That sounds pretty good. Here we go. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Here we go. That works. That works. That works. There we go. We're almost there. That's what we're looking for. Here we go. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? The summer's here. The time is right for what? Marching in the street. They're marching in Chicago, down in New Orleans, and in New York City. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. They'll be singing and swaying, no time for delaying. We're marching in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, everyone. Banners unfurled everywhere around the world. We'll be marching, marching in the street. For justice, of course, for justice. It's an invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. An invitation across the nation for marching in the street. Okay, an invitation across the nation for marching in the street. Philadelphia, PA, Baltimore, and DC now. We love our flag here. Don't forget the Motor City. All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. Singing and swaying, no time for delaying. We're marching in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, as long as you are there. So come on, everyone. Banners unfurled everywhere around the world. We'll be marching, marching in the street. Yeah, I like that. It's a little funky. I like that. Ha! We'll be marching. We're marching in the street. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been out marching, marching in the street. Yeah, you've been out marching, marching in the street. Awesome, great job. Yeah, you. I see you out there. Banners unfurled everywhere around the world. All right, now we're going back to one of my favorite songs from the Justice Choir songbook. This song is by Elizabeth Alexander. The first song I sang earlier was by the Flowbots. I think somebody put that in the message. You were right. It is by the Flowbots. Give them their props. All right, this song is called This Is What Democracy Looks Like. And the cool thing here is I'm going to mix it, because I like a mix, with another song about telling us exactly what democracy looks like. You'll hear it when you see it. We also take a little liberty with this song. Instead of the refrain you might be used to, we like to pause and freeze and point to ourselves and pose. That's up to you. Yeah, everyone can do that. You'll see the part where we, this is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Because I'm what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Who, me? Yes, me. Yeah. This is what democracy looks like. Here we go. We're starting with 1. We see that there's a wrong to be righted. 2. We know that we are stronger when united. 3, we exercise our right to assemble. 4, that's when the proud and mighty start to tremble. Just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering. Hey, hey, look this way. This is what democracy looks like. 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 Hey, hey, look this way. 1, we see that there's a wrong to be righted. 2, we know that we are stronger when united. 3, we exercise our right to assemble. 4, that's when the proud and mighty start to tremble. Just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering, just in case you're wondering. Hey, hey, look this way. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. It's me. This is what democracy looks like. It's us. We are it. This is what democracy looks like. Hey, hey, look this way. Hey, hey, look this way. Hey, hey. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Yeah, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, ooh, land is my land, ooh, California, ooh, New York Island, ooh, Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This land was made. This is what democracy looks like. This land was made. This is what democracy looks like. This land was made for you and me.
Each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. Robert F. Kennedy.
Thank you, Josh. Those are all members of Vocal Essence Singers of this age, sharing these powerful thoughts. And RFK's thoughts today resonate with the song that I wrote during this time, like Alicia, looking for ways to express my feelings and my thoughts. And every day I've committed to sing and to sing with others. And I want to invite you to learn the refrain part that we sing together first, and then we'll go to the verses. It's a very simple song. It's moving us towards the line of healing, towards the place of we are marching around the world with Alicia, marching around the country. We are fierce, we are strong, we are angry, righteous anger. We have questions, we have concerns, but we're beginning to process that leading with love and what reconciliation might look like. And for me, it starts with singing together. So would you join me here? So I'm gonna sing, yes, I'm gonna sing. Let's do that again. So I'm gonna sing, yes, I'm gonna sing. Now you see the verses there. The first time you can sing call and response, and when you're comfortable, sing right along with me. I've come to sing today, sing all my pain away. That's what I've come to do. I've come to sing with you together now. So I'm gonna sing. Yes, I'm gonna sing. Second verse. I've come in love today, to reach out in love today. That's what I've come to do. I've come to sing with you. So I'm gonna sing. Yes, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing. And if we can sing together, we can stand together. So we all know that beautiful song, Stand By Me. We often sing in the context of relationships. Think about it in this relationship. Here's some new words. Sing with me. Now the night has come, and our land is dark. Cries of justice are the only light we see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand with me. So won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. So won't you sing with me? Oh, sing with me. 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 So I'm gonna sing. Would you sing with me, friends? Yes, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing. So this next song is one of my anthems these days. Colin Britt, I know you're in the audience. Hey, buddy. Mark Kaplan, Justice Choir Songbook. I hope you'll forgive me. I am black, so I reharmonize it a little bit here. You all have a job to do out there. Let me pause for a second here. Would you do a little body percussion? Toom, 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 2, 3, 4, toom, toom. Keep that going. Toom, toom, 2, 3, 4, toom, toom. If you want to stand up, toom, toom, and you can march in place. You can put some of those poses in that Alicia put in as we're going to be the change that we want to see in the world. Here we go. It's live. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. And change will come to you. Let's do that verse again. Go back to the first verse, Casey. Thank you, sir. You're great. Be the change. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. That change will come to you. Now we're going to lead with that love that I talked about. Ready? Here we go. Be the love you want to see in the world. Be the love you want to see in the world. Be the love you want to see in the world. That love will come to you. I gotta stop. We gotta keep going. Woo!
If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse and you say that you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality. Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Hi, everyone. All right, this next song is a song by a woman I know we all admire, Beatrice Johnson Reagan of Sweet Honey in the Rock, founding member. And it's called There's a New Day Coming. And then after that, we're going to sing This Little Light of Mine. So that's a chance to hold the people that are in your home close and make a vow to them, really, to share your light freely and earnestly and courageously with them and with the world. There's a new day coming. Everything is gonna be turning over. Everything is gonna be turning over. Where will you be standing when it comes? There's a new day coming. Everything's gonna be turning over. Everything's gonna be turning over. Where you gonna be standing when it comes? For far too many years, I've been marching, singing, and talking, doing things I thought would make me free. While people halfway around the world, they've been fighting and dying and bleeding. And now it seems that they are gonna be. There's a new day coming. Everything is gonna be turning over. Everything is gonna be turning over. Where will you be standing when it comes? There's a new day coming. Everything is gonna be turning over. Everything is gonna be turning over. Where will you be standing when it comes? Verse 2. Those that were weak and humble would come to gain the earth, and them that shuddered at the bottom would rise and rule the world. Then take a look, United States of the North American clime. Your strange mixture of wealth and hate, you won't be exempt this time. There's a new day coming. Everything is gonna be turning over. Everything is gonna be turning over. Where will you be standing when it comes? There's a new day coming. Everything is gonna be turning over. Everything is gonna be turning over. Where will you be standing when it comes? What a great last song for me to sing to you, one of my favorite songs. When we started Sister Cities in 2012, with just 12 kids in a neighborhood in Philadelphia in Kensington, this was the way we closed our first concert. And just by standing up for each other and declaring ourselves a force of power, right? The light that shines within us is because the energy within us can't be contained, and it spills out of every orifice that we have. That's the light. So this song sounds contemplative and soft, but it's actually a song of great power. So I welcome you to sing along with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All across America, I'm gonna let it shine, yes, all across America, I'm gonna let it shine. All across America, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is my favorite one in our choir. Right here with my choir friends, I'm gonna let it shine. Woo! Right here with my choir friends, I'm gonna let it shine. Right here with my choir friends, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One last one. Say the name of your city. All over Baltimore, I'm gonna let it shine. All over Baltimore, I'm gonna let it shine. All over Baltimore, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out, because this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. Thurgood Marshall.
Let it shine.
Yes.
No, you are amazing, Alicia. And I note at the time, I want to tell everybody, so we were going to do 45 minutes, and then this amazing thing happened across the globe with the Solidarity Sing for today, for Juneteenth. And so we are going to now move, since it is 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock where you are, and we're going to sing a little bit of Lift Every Voice and Sing with people from every state and many countries, many radio stations right now at the same time singing in solidarity. And then we'll come back and close with 2 songs about leading with love.
Wonderful. That's right. It's time for Lift Every Voice and Sing. Here we go. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies at the stand up of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on. Let us march on. Let us march on till victory.
Victory
Is won.
is won.
We got to sing together.
We did. I chose my spot. Oh, that was beautiful. Thanks for leading us in that. Thank you, everybody, for singing that song, which has so much meaning for those of us from the African diaspora, but it is a song for everyone.
That's right.
All
That's
of you
right.
who love humanity, who are allies in every way possible. That word, we're defining what that looks like now, right? Where it's messy. But if we just continue to lift voices together, lift every voice, we can figure this thing out. We really
That's
can.
right.
And
That's right.
so
Together is the only way, right?
it
Together is the only way. Choir people know that more than anybody.
we
But
can't survive without together.
yeah, we are the model. So thank you so much. Thank you for letting me stand up in the middle. That is the national anthem. So, you know, usually we stand for Lift Every Voice and Sing. And we're so glad that so many people have told me this week they learned that, you know, they just learned Lift Every Voice and Sing. And I think that's wonderful. That music is being discovered, but also this connection with culture and people just being so celebratory of really strong moments in Black culture, which is lovely, and American culture, which is great.
Absolutely. And if everyone tell it, spread it wide, sing it, learn the
Sing it.
context, and sing
Yes.
it with us. And you can sing it with us again on Sunday. So Alicia and I will be joined by Melanie DeMoore out in Oakland and Jason Max Ferdinand from Oakwood University, the Aeolians down in Huntsville, Javonta Patton, who's a local Minneapolis, Twin Cities area gospel star. And then we will also receive a beautiful premiere performance from Exigence as well as from the Aeolians. So lifting every voice to inspire change. And we are raising money for the African American Leadership Forum here in the Twin Cities and organizations around the country that are vitally connecting people to resources for economic recovery. That's Sunday, 4 p.m. Central Time. You can find the information, Vocal Essence, Chorus America, all of our beautiful friends around the country have helped us to promote it. Spread the word, and you get to sing with us again. Oh, so Alicia, why don't you stay on the screen? My wife's going to join us here.
Oh, hooray!
We're going to end, and I'm going to truncate this because we're at that time and we're going to let you go. We know we're running long. That's also a cultural thing. Sometimes we just don't know what's going to happen in the service when we worship together. So we may go a little long, but where the Spirit leads, we follow. And the Spirit leads us to ending today with love. Love in all its many shapes and forms and fashions, families in all the shapes and fashions of expression and identity are beautiful. And that love is something to be celebrated. So yes, I know you'll join with us. Probably most of you know Abby Bettina's beautiful canon with the mantra, love is love. We're going to sing this together, and then we'll transition into one other piece and close our time together. So you can just stay home here with this mantra and just stay here the whole time if that's comfortable for you. Love, love, love. All we need is 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 love, is love, is love, is love. Love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love, love, love. All we need is love, love, love. All we one more time. Love is love, is love, is love. Love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love is love, is love, is love. Oh, love, love, love. All we need is love, love, love. All we need is love.
Beautiful.
And our final message come to us from someone else who's been in the audience this week, Deanna Witowski. I absolutely love your take on Lift. I know Lift Every Voice and Sing inspired you to write We Walk in Love. This may be my new favorite song. So let's leave by walking in love.
Thank you, Deanna.
Absolutely. We walk in love, united in purpose. We join our hands and lift up one voice. We speak the truth with strength and compassion, resounding with hope, with courage and joy. Fight for peace and rights for all people. We welcome friends from far and near. We fight for those whose voices are silenced, resisting in faith until all are free. We dream a world of justice and kindness. We build a bridge, creating new paths.
Yes.
With joy as all walk together, embracing each one. We boldly stand. Ooh, Alicia, this is so much fun.
This was great.
Yeah.
This was great. You know, the great Nina Simone tells us that the job of artists is to reflect the times. And, you know, we see that so strongly in the work that you do. And so I'm grateful to have your collegiality. And this was a great collaboration. And I look forward to singing with you on Sunday.
Me too. And all those good vibes back to you. You are such a force for good in the world. Thank you for casting your light so that we can all radiate with you. And Chorus America, thank you again for this opportunity. Brian Newhouse, we turn it back over to you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Kim.
See you soon.
Bye, Kimberly.
Oh my gosh, there's just not much I can or even need to say or should say after that. Thank you, Alicia and Philip. Man, did goosebumps in the back of my neck throughout most of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you also for celebrating Juneteenth with us. Lift Every Voice and Sing. You may have heard that in neighborhoods all around the country and perhaps around the world this afternoon as everybody was singing that. That was just a fantastic way to wrap up this week. I'm going to be saying one last time, I want you to put this in your calendar, June 16th, June 19th in 2021, y'all come to Minneapolis and St. Paul for Chorus America's next conference. Until then, thank you so much for joining us. this time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.